I double tapped the record button there. Or the stream button. Whatever. So I was gonna play VR today, but I don't feel like it. And I don't know, it seems people are pretty relaxed about it. We'll see who shows up. Nobody's really holding my feet to the fire on it, so I'll just do all the VR stuff in August. Unfortunately, I'm busy next weekend. Anyway, let's get to the game that I'll play. I'm just gonna load up ReThink, which I know I play that game too much, but if people show up, I'll play something else. I don't need that. Where's my game? Since nobody gets here at the beginning, it's a good, and I'm not drunk, it's a good start. Maybe if people get here in a couple hours, I'll switch something up. As there's actually one game in particular I want to play, but I'll only say what it is if I think it's appropriate to play it. If enough people are here. But right now, this is just going to be me playing logic games until people show up. I'm in building 4. There we go. Is this solved or is this... No, it's not solved. Okay. A lot of lasers coming through a lot of different points, so... Alright, I'll just put it in there. Alright. Somebody was typing in the Discord and then they quit. So maybe they're mad at me. You could be mad at me about the VR thing, but it'll all happen. It's not like I'm not doing it. That stupid thing I'm going to next weekend is what's kind of messing everything up. But I promised him and it sounds fun, so whatever. Kind of make a plan here. See, it's interesting that this is red. Well, that doesn't mean blue can't go this way, right? Because it'll still catch the red. So I must have been drunk there doing that before, because, yeah, this will catch a red. Alright, this is all messed up. But if I do that, then I might as well do that, right? Because... Okay, so you got... $10? Okay, so there are only 2 red targets to knock down. Got a bunch of blues and greens, which is interesting because red is common to both sides. Is that just the Twitch alert? Yeah. For my own stream. See this. How many of these little rainbow pieces do we have? 4. That's a lot. I think this tells you. Yeah. So there's a symmetry here where this hits that and that hits that, and that's enough to get rid of red's obligations on that front, but it does need to still hit these 2 targets. See, like, it seems you would want red to go that way and green to go that way, so... But you don't really want green to go that way, because that would kill green, and you kind of need it to... Yeah, no. Get out of the way, I need to see what I'm doing. Let's just keep this symmetrical. Again, I think red goes there. Wait, this is green. No. Wait a minute. This is just playing the wrong one. Well, you really just need... Splitting off the red just kind of fulfills its duties. And then I'm sending... these. Mitchie is busy this weekend. There's a chance this week could be a total dud and nobody shows up. We'll see. Moss wanted me to do a hangout, but now he thinks I'm not doing one, and it's the dead of night there, so we'll probably just wake up at 10 in the morning his time or something. Hey, Delco. But yeah, like right now I got the voice chat open so subscribers can subscribers like the paid supporters, they can jump in the voice chat here. But it may just be me. If everyone's busy. See, now I have the blue going and hitting the greens and the green going and hitting the blues, which is wrong. But I do need these to kind of just stay active. Until it goes all the way around the horn, right? Because I need green to hit these two and these two. Now, I don't know which direction it's ultimately going to go. Am I going to turn it back around and hit this way? Or am I going to somehow... come around this way? Now, what I'm thinking is, what if I just go, like, all the way around the horn with these, and this, you want to keep green going, but send blue off that way. Let's do the sending off. And then yeah, one more of these, because you want to keep it symmetrical, right? So when this hits, hold on, so this one's sent off blue, this one you send off green to hit that target. Okay, so it does fulfill all of these targets. We'll see. The idea is that these little energy balls should stay on the correct track long enough to hit all of the targets. You can see how they all just kind of follow down their respective color trail. There it is. All right, 10 of 10, 4 of 4. I'm obviously too sober right now. Did that get me in here? I vaguely remember being here. Whoops. So this one takes me up here, and I forgot which one I took, so I took it again. This one takes me here, which I remember solving this last time. Okay. And I solved that last time. Remember, Tom Dodd and I were discussing, oops, a little bit of astronomy and stuff. So I think by getting this, I think I opened this door. Maybe I should have looked around first. See, I could have locked myself in here by doing that. So maybe that's what that's about? I don't know. Some complicated colors. Okay, so there's that thing. What does solving this puzzle do? Or this one? Or are they all related? Wait, what does this do? It's just a head start. It's a quick travel, but only in one direction. Okay. So this is a little different because normally you put these on the outside and the targets are on the inside, but now the targets are on the outside. Okay, so something has to go here to kind of split this up. Okay, so you need nothing to hit that. It's an idea. Or at least the colors that this starts, you know, puts it on the right track. I don't know. Hey, Jim. We'll see if Moth shows up. If you and Moth are around, maybe that'll be good enough. But I don't want to be stone cold sober with nobody around playing that game the first time. But yeah, I went ahead and set it maybe as a motivator to get people in here. Unfortunately, we can't get Mitchie in here. He's busy today. Alright, that's your time zone, so it'd be an hour earlier for me. I'm not sure, Delco. I've never played it before. That's the one Cyan game that's still a mystery to me. Oh, wait a minute. This is terrible. There's nothing here. I can't catch this. This is a really bad idea. I thought I could put something here, but as it stands, this just hits that, and I have to watch helplessly. Okay. So that's actually no good. Although, you know, you got these kind of double splitters. Can always do something like that. Heck, maybe this goes here. I mean... See, that still hits that, but maybe that's... not actually correct. Let's see. Green would still need to hit a bunch of things. I'm not sure if I believe in this one. See, I mean, this is kind of dumb. Oh, wait, this actually meets up with that again. That's no good. Yeah, that's even dumber than I first thought. Okay. These are probably wrong. I don't know. I kind of like splitting them, though. You may not need to do this, actually, because once you hit this, you hit white, 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 and that's those three. Right, so it's all about green at that point. Can I just aim this to hit the lower one? Does that match? That does match. That's it, I solved it. How about that? Whoa. Causes me to sink? That's what that's for. All right, well, there's one down. All right, well, I'm going to get started on the drinking. I need to do my part. I've decided that I need to set September 23rd as the hard deadline for getting the first episode of my new series out, because that's basically the Saturday of the weekend of the 30-year anniversary of Myst. So I think it'd be good to kind of drop that Maybe even rain on their parade a little bit, because it's not the most flattering of videos. It's a mix. It's a balance. It's retrospective. But yeah, I think that's when I should put it up. So if I just put this here, that hits those two correctly. So a yellow filter would separate a blue. And a green filter. Yeah. So I think you need to get rid of, or you need to separate out the blue in some direction or other. Probably this? So you can hit this bottom one too. And then you just need to get... Well, no. Well, yes. I was gonna say that gets rid of blue, but no, there's still a little bit you can say there. You still need something there. Dang, I can't just let green escape like that. There we go. Maybe? No. There. Now green's already hitting correctly. So when I put this here, this will solve this one. And let's watch the elevation change. There we go. All right, that's 2. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Lauren. How are you doing, Lauren? I think that's your greeting, boo. Not boo, right? Like, I disapprove. Okay, so you're not, you don't hold back, or you wouldn't make a passive aggressive comment. You just tell it like it is. You will just spell it out. I personally disapprove of the activities you are partaking in presently, effectively, right? Yeah, actually, that is true. Well, you do until asked. See, if it weren't for people from Europe, though, I would just start in the evening. I'd be like, everybody seems to be around more. They seem to be available more at 6 or 7 o'clock, and I would just start then and just go, you know, right to the main event. But I do try to start a little earlier, and I'm happy to do it. I usually just do the thinking game first, though, because, well, before people come in, nobody's in voice chat, right? I don't know. I guess they'll be here later. But we can do the other activities as the evening progresses. I mean, it will go into the evening. It always does. Oh, you mean a night hangout? You mean like what I used to do, and it was 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and you'd get out of bed, and I'd be pissed drunk. Okay, so 12. So these are all the secondary colors. I'm gonna do this because the way you have to think about these puzzles is how do you kind of maintain the symmetry about it? And I'm thinking this. And then do something like this. Hey, Hurricane. Or you know what I could do? This would be bizarre. What if I did this? It would use all 3 of these. And I actually just... If I put all my heavy artillery here, at this level, and then I just deflect the things out of the way that I don't need. I don't know what I'd do with red here, though. That would betray the symmetry. The only way that would still be symmetrical is to go backward, which looks dumb. And you deflect green that way. See, that would cover everything here. Oh, I completely forgot about this level. Okay, I'm a stupid. Never mind. I had fun. Right. Let's just start completely over. All right. Let's move it out here then. Let's move that out, and then get it that way. And this'll, I don't know. Okay, all this stuff is in my way. Seems like as long as you get enough stuff through, then the goal will just be to gather it here and there and just ship them. You see, if you got 2 of these coming through, which I guess you have to, right? You can't shoot it across here. Well, unless you used that, but you're not doing that. See, this is why I'm confused what you're talking about there, because I specifically asked, wait, do we call you guys Europeans or not? And Lauren said, yes, we're Europeans. Well, okay then, I'll say you're Europeans. I did my due diligence, I tried. See, red is doing exactly what it needs to do right here. Red is going through these 2 brilliantly. But you would need to split off. I don't know what you would do here. I like how that didn't affect it. Oh, actually. How many rainbows do I have left? Oh, just one? What? But I have 2 of these. Yes, great, brilliant. Okay, well, that used literally all my tools. Well, fortunately, hamburgers don't require cheese. Cheeseburgers require cheese. So that's the existential philosophical question you have to ask yourself. Am I making hamburgers or am I making cheeseburgers? So you thought you were grilling cheeseburgers, but you were actually grilling hamburgers. And you still reported it back as hamburgers, which is kind of an anachronism in your story, right? At least in terms of if we're supposed to follow you as the protagonist. Right, if you're the protagonist, then we want to follow the story in terms of your thought process. So before you looked into the fridge, they were cheeseburgers. Even if in some objective sense, they were always hamburgers. So it's about storytelling now. See, I can't put this there because then I'll start moving the red around back this way. I don't like tomato on my burger. I really just don't like sliced tomatoes. I think the only form I like tomato is diced for like pico de gallo. Otherwise, no. See, you don't have this square right here to just send one laser beam up the middle here. So you don't get to land here. I bet there are much easier solutions that way, but we don't have them. It'd be funny if you use one like you diagonal, shoot it this way, and then just shoot a beam this way. Yeah, that's why I said diced tomato, because it kind of gets rid of that problem, that gooiness. There's marinara, right? Pizza sauce, whatever. They're slightly different, are they not? See, I don't want to send it this way, because then there's no reason to send both of them that way. Even though I do like the idea of sending these that way. Put that out of the way, and you see that doesn't even affect anything. It seems to be kind of breaking the cardinal rule here. But because it's not really symmetric, but maybe it kind of joins up again if you see. This is, even though it's not symmetric here, I usually try to keep them very symmetric. Well, it's still using this. I was gonna say, at least you get this. But I think that's the only piece left. No. Why are you doing this? There you go. That's a pretty good solution thus far, right? It gets rid of... It takes care of everything up to this point. I still got 3 pieces left. Yeah, that'll do it. There we go. It is weird because this is not symmetric here, but I guess this comes in from the side, so it's not the most symmetric to start. So it might even be intended. All right, I got the piece. Alright, that's why I need this, because I need to get up the shelf now. Don't need to go this way, but I can. Alright, looks like I solved that whole wing. Oh, Hurricane is in voice chat. Are you there, Hurricane? Are you able to...
No, I wasn't just gonna speak. I just waiting, I guess.
Hey, Hurricane. Well, at least now we know it works. Unless somebody like says you're not coming through on stream or something. But I hear you.
Mm-hmm. I know. I just saw some old website that I'm like, oh, I'll go look at it again. So I've been just hanging that out.
You're just hanging out on an old website, you said?
Somebody made a website called $30 website. That's kind of like, I guess you could say it's like a Mario, the paint maker, where you can make different noises and stuff to make a song.
Oh yeah, I messed around with that a long time ago. I think I made the 2 Girls 1 Cup song.
So anyways, I was just like, oh yeah, I should go back to this website. And they added more sound effects to it. So people are very creative of making, so somebody made a Rush E of with this website. And it's pretty good.
Okay.
I'll stick it in your Discord some more.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it? Yeah, there's a music channel. I don't know. Hey, nutcase. There's our nutcase. I think I solved this whole downstairs area already. Yeah, there's just this one puzzle, I think.
Oh yeah, I stuck the website in there, and then there's a YouTube of something that you can watch along.
Ooh, wow, look at that. It says 26 of 26 in the corner there.
Yeah, I haven't been able to hang out much because of freaking reading and stuff, and I'm getting tired and like, oh, man, I want to go watch, but it's just all this raiding that I'm doing with Guild is it's a lot.
It's just sapping all your energy.
Stopping all my energy.
Well, appreciate you can hang out today.
And I gotta mow the lawn later, which is fun.
Yeah, waiting
It's
for
hot
the.
though, and I don't want to do it right now.
Yeah,
so.
you wait for that sun to come down. You said you're
Waiting
in
for it
Orange
to come
County,
down.
right?
Say again?
You said you're in Orange County, I think.
Yeah. It's still pretty hot. I was thinking of watching a movie later today. It's there's Disney's doing their 100 movies for the year, and the movie that's tonight is Toy Story 1.
Ah,
And
going back
I'm
to the
thinking about
classic.
doing it, but that means I'd have to get the lawn mode first before I can go to it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm doing nothing besides watching you and other random shit.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, there was a post I stuck in your other games channel or whatever.
Yeah?
Apparently Sea of Thieves decided to recreate Monkey Island 1 in their game. The island. It's
Oh.
pretty neat.
Yeah, what is that island called? I was just there. It's in more than one of their games. It was in Return. I was just there.
Yeah. Yeah, so somebody did a side-by-side comparison of the 3D model that you can get into versus the Monkey Island one, and it's pretty close and stuff, and it's pretty neat.
Yeah. In a way, I feel like somebody else needs to step up and do that with Myst, because Cyan can't do it properly. But they'll just shut him down.
Just do it as a fan project, and then somebody with the Patreon, and don't announce it to the world, and you'll be fine. Or you'll get shut down like some other places.
Yeah, no, there was a whole. I know you're not. You don't follow Cyan. No, they already did that with Riven, their second game, or the second game in the series. There was a team that was working on it for years, just a team of volunteers recreating Riven. And at first, Cyan not only said they were okay with it, but they even like supplied them assets and things to help them with the project. They're like, yeah, this is cool, go for it. Until like recently,
and then they hit him with a lawsuit or whatever.
No, not that bad, but it was kind of like, we have the power to shut you down, right? So Cyan decided that they wanted to take it over. Did they ask
for their assets back? Like, we want your files now.
I think so. They actually.
Oh, that's like free labor right there. That's fucked up. Basically they asked the fans to make it for them so that they can claim it for themselves.
I don't know. There's a lot of NDA kind of stuff. Like, they really kind of got the entire team the entire Starry Expanse team. Those were the fan guys to basically shut up about it. I don't know how much of it they're using or recreating on their own.
I hope they fight them for that, because that's That's pretty lame. Because they're like,
I'm
oh yeah, we'll let you play with it and fix it. And then when the time's right, okay, we're gonna we want the files now. And then they'll like, okay, well, we're gonna here's an updated graphics. And it's like, well, where's the it's like it.
yeah, I'm. It's sad. Like I love those games, but I'm kind of apprehensive about the current state of the place. I mean, they're still a small indie company themselves, but I don't know. I'm not entirely enthused with their current staff. That's just my own kind of personal opinion on it, but I'm just not as confident in them as I've been with some past teams. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say there was a guy I was watching for he was remaking the Ocarina of Time in the Unreal Engine. I don't number 4. I don't think he went to 5 yet, but with the graphics he's been doing was really great and stuff. I'm just worried that eventually Nintendo's gonna go like, you're done.
Yeah. I mean, it's really just, I guess it's just
technically
it
he
all
is
just
being paid by Patreon to fund his stuff, and just there's like gonna be at some point in time Nintendo's gonna get word of it and they're gonna like, no more.
no more. This is ours. No, what I was gonna say was just, I actually think that games and sports really do kind of bring out a lot of clarity to human nature and society and things like that. And this is just one example that, like, there is kind of an incongruence between our conception of property and intellectual property versus the concept of art. Because you have this, because the theory behind intellectual property is, well, you have to allow people to have their be able to own their own intellectual property so that they'll be motivated to create. But you have all these these volunteers, these hobbyists, just coming out of nowhere just for sheer love of the game. They want to just make art, basically, and they're not incentivized by any of that stuff, and they end up suffering for it. So it's kind of an unintended consequence of the whole thing, and I just think that games really kind of bring that out. Man, Jim, that sounds harsh even to me.
Well, it pretty much is. EA's the end all be all. They're, bad. I played Battlefield, I should know. Now people are saying screw Battlefield and COD, let's go to BattleBit and play that instead. Have you ever played or heard of BattleBit?
What was it? BattleBit?
BattleBit Remastered.
Yeah, I don't know this. Ooh, that's actually...
It's a little combination of Squad, like a little military sim, but mostly of Battlefield. And it's made by 3 developers. And they sold worth of 1.8 million copies for $15 a piece.
Really?
And it's pretty good game too. It's like it's what Battlefield should have been, basically. The only catch is the gameplay is there, but everybody looks like Roblox. But like there's different streamers and stuff enjoying it. Other people are enjoying it. Every time when you die, your mic is open so the other team can hear you. and there's been interesting, help me, like acting and stuff. It's
I was gonna say,
great.
yeah, you can start to kind of, if you
Now
know
the
that, you
the
can start
thing
to throw
is,
them off,
whenever
but then
you
they
get
figure that
into a
out.
server, there is a condition that if you curse or badmouth somebody, it does have a detection that if you say it too much, they will ban your account. So there is the fine line of don't say too many mean things.
Be a kind human. I've always hated
Yeah,
that
but
phrase.
most people just like it is great. Like it's like help me, Sarge, my leg, or whatever. And then fun thing is you can drag other people, even the enemy team.
See, I'm wondering, even though you normally would like to have a white laser radius. How many of these do I have?
Looks like
2.
8 maybe.
Sorry, of this specific kind. I have
Oh,
2 of this
yeah.
one where I can kind of divide colors up.
Oh yeah. Reminds me. Since you have the Talos principle, have you ever tried it in VR?
You have to buy that separately.
Oh, that you do? That sucks.
Yeah. It also looks like one of those first games that came out in VR. So it's like
Hmm.
one of those, there was a wave of VR in like 2017, and I don't know, I guess to compensate for people getting motion sick, they I guess
Teleporting or whatnot.
they did teleporting and other kind of janky controls, yeah.
Yeah. Guess you could play Boneworks, but good luck because it is. For me, it's motion sickness inducing. I can't do it for more than an hour. Oh yeah, you could always play the Room VR whenever.
This does not make sense, but I'm doing it anyway. Um It looks like green is the pivot color here. See, this way, hey look, I have all the X's, but then you go this way and it's all crap. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense because you would need to separate out the red and the blue. You need red to be separated out. I usually like to blue. See, that gives me that at least. Separate out the Okay, so that's still fixed. Like, that still works. Which is kind of interesting. So I just need... Oh, but that's the wrong direction. Or maybe it... Wait, does that work? That's 12 there. And that's 7 there. Wow, that is the solution.
Did you get it?
I did. So when you alternate between the two states, either all the X's or all the diamonds are lit up.
Hmm.
Yes, always feed yourself first before feeding your child. I don't know what these little lights over here mean, but...
Maybe like D, but part 1 or part 2, or
yeah,
maybe that's how many rooms are left of the on D.
Usually that's those signs mark that specific puzzle, but like this is ReThink 4. Like other ones have had, you know, numbers like puzzle number 1 and 2.
Games are left.
Well, it's one guy. He's still making them. I guess there have been 8, but they're in 2 parallel series. There's ReThink and ReThink Evolved. So the original ReThink series, well, he's making them both concurrently. Or number 4 of each one just came out. But the ReThinks are this kind of grid structure, whereas the ReThink Evolves are actually like freeform, so you can carry them around and point at any angle. So kind of different style of puzzles, yeah. And also they get harder.
That's probably the problem for me is I could probably do the first game, but then after that I'd be like, this is way over my head.
I feel like the second game in both series is kind of that perfect flow difficulty where it's a good challenge, but you know, you don't get stuck too much. Which, like, I mean, this is, I mean, I'm still solving them, but I am having to spend a lot more time on each puzzle than back in the day. And I need to tell Selpai that, because he took my recommendation for it. But if he plays the first game, he'd be like, oh, this is too easy. Because, I mean, he showed up when I started playing Filament, which is one of the hardest puzzle games I've played. So he loves a good challenge. But I have to say, you know, the games, it's normally you have with games, they kind of ramp up kind of the same difficulty. They start off easy and then they end kind of harder, but there's like a range of difficulty that is acceptable. So every time you have a new game, you kind of reset that difficulty. Well, not these. Overall, they're getting harder. Like, there are a few kind of introductory puzzles in each one, just in case it's your first time playing, but overall, these puzzles are quite a bit harder. And also, it's non-linear now. You used to always just go from, you know, one puzzle to the next. This open world, I like the idea in theory, but I just keep getting lost. Because I've gone a couple times and said, wait a minute, have I, you know, I thought
have I been here before?
Well, not that.
Oh, wait,
it's actually the other way. It's like there's a puzzle or two in this giant building that I haven't solved, and I have no idea where it is, because you ultimately do need to solve them all. So I guess this is the one that I solved. So this would be the one that I would want to solve next to keep it symmetric, I guess.
Too bad you can't have, or they have like a little like light up saying that this room's been solved. Don't come here.
Yeah, actually, I would like a map. Does it have a backstory? Technically, yes, but it's very, very basic. I don't even know if this one even continues that. Because it's not really essential, I guess.
Was it like you're trapped in the facility and you're trying to find your way out kind of thing?
It's more like it was some kind of prison facility, and this was like a rehabilitation program. And then they're like, "Well, that was shut down.
Okay.
Now it's an escape room museum or something." But it's like I just told you like literally the entire story.
Speaking of escape rooms, my was it next Friday? We're gonna go to an escape room with my nieces and nephew and stuff. And so first time it'll be pretty great. So I can't wait for that. So
don't ruin it for them. I know you're pretty quick at those.
We'll find out how hard it is, because it says it's a rated 7 out of 10. The other one that was there was like an 8 out of 10. So this is like a submarine kind of theme. The other one was more of like a market with like spies. These are more tame than the ones that are around, because my mom tried finding other ones and they were more spooky horror rooms, and like, yeah, no.
Spooky horror rooms. Yeah, pass.
Yeah, and pass on those as well.
That's more Jim's type. Jim would like that one. Alright, so we got some 3D mirror kind of puzzles here. So let's see here. Go ahead.
No, I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you caught me or not, but would you ever play the Room VR?
That's a good idea, actually. Why not? Have you seen that I'm playing VR games on the main channel right now?
Yeah, you had some other game that I didn't, whatever it was. I know you fixed your VR thing.
Yeah,
playing
Abduction.
something in the desert.
Yeah, Abduction. That was the game that Cyan released in 2016. It's a very good game and a lot of fun to play in VR. So actually, you should play that. I think. I mean.
Yeah, I just have to figure out my controls again. I haven't picked up my VR headset in like probably a year or two.
I mean, I'm new to VR entirely.
To the computer, at least.
Yeah, I'm new to VR completely, so unfortunately I've discovered that I don't have any motion sickness issues, so
lucky. There was like an option. I know there's a program you can get on Steam. It might be the program you have. But I know there's a thing where you can, instead of looking at your watch to check at chat, you can actually look above your head to see the chat instead.
Oh yeah, that tool will allow you to put wherever you want. I had it as the watch, just that was personal preference. But yeah, I could make a very large version and make it and put it anywhere I want. Yeah.
There was another one where you could flip the your controller stick behind, like rotate your wrist so you can see chat as well. That was another option I saw somebody use.
Yeah, it's not even an option. Like, the toolkit is actually very freeform. It took me a while to understand how it works, but once you get it, you can see, like, it's fully customizable. Like, you just kind of drag and drop and resize, and you can make that whole layout any way you want. There's just basically two modes. There's one that's kind of attached to one stick or the other that'll follow it around, versus there's another kind that's fixed to your environment, and you can drag those and resize them however you see fit.
Yeah. Off topic. Okay, you have Subnautica, right?
Yes.
Have you ever tried it in VR?
Yes, and I could not get past the menu.
You couldn't get past what? Oh.
I was just like, I don't know. I was floating way above the ocean, and the menu was way down below me, and I was trying to.
Unfortunately, the controllers, you have to have a gamepad. I could not use my own controllers for it. You have to either keyboard and mouse it, or with a like an Xbox controller kind of thing.
I do have a PlayStation controller.
It might work as long as it connects to the computer.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
But it's a different experience.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it, and I was like, this doesn't work. Like, I guess that was why. Maybe I didn't understand that.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe next time. Yeah, do it or whatnot. Fellow voice. I'm just a fellow voice. I don't exist any other than fellow voice.
Yeah.
I'll just change my name to fellow voice.
You're in the same region as Lauren. Lauren is also just a fellow voice when she's here. So obviously I have to interrupt. Okay, so this is the only way to change Red's direction. I need more here. All right. And I obviously have to interrupt it before it gets there, but I don't know if I should interrupt it here or there. So this is coming in this way. Yeah, this comes in, this blue comes in here. See, this one comes in this way. I don't know why I have all of these. So it says 8 of 14. Oh, right in front of me. Okay. And you can't split them. So I think it's that, because you still need that, so you need to split this. Okay, that's 12. Ah, this blue needs to hit that, so maybe this? Okay, that gets that one. So I got 14 diamonds, but then when I flip this around, I need to hit all the X's with my remaining tools. Okay. Yeah, that's how we should address computers. Computer, right? Not, hey Siri, and all this other crap. We should not anthropomorphize, whatever that word is. We should not do that to machines. That is a bad habit. Wait a minute. Okay, look at this blue laser. Comes over here, hits this mirror, hits that. Okay, there's one spot. Then it hits this mirror. This mirror, okay. So you have to interrupt it there if you want to interrupt it at all. This one comes over here, hits that. Okay. See, I'm not sure you want to interrupt the green until it gets over here. Well, maybe you could do a... dual thing. I don't know. Let's see. If this one gets over here. See, hold on. This guy, I know I'm just going around and around, but that's kind of what this puzzle makes you do. So this one hits that, and now it's on the right side. And it's useless. So this just needs to stay over here. So I'm thinking you actually just want to do that. In which case you want to keep it symmetrical and just do that. What I'm thinking here, though, is you want red to go that way. See, that knocks these two out. Although you need red to hit that, too. Alright, well, I have to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to have to take my first break of the evening, but I will be back very soon.
Welcome back. Yes.
I am back. So I got a question. Do you see everybody's, not everybody's, but a lot of people's usernames on Discord show up as just their first letter with ellipses after?
Their first letter?
Yeah.
I see their full name.
So this keeps happening where just occasionally a majority of names, like right now, you just show up as H. You're H dot dot dot.
Could it be that give me a moment, I'll look into it.
I mean, sure, if you're curious. If you're as curious as I am. So I need red to hit that and that. Red has to come in through this. It can't come in through this or that. So red must leave this way. But I guess what I'm saying is that just me?
Okay, somebody says that it's streamer mode and you gotta turn off the hide personal information.
Oh, it's a streamer mode thing. Huh.
Yeah, it's on the Discord. You gotta you gotta look at where the streamer mode on Discord is, and then I guess turn off the whatever it is, because that I guess that's to protect people. I don't really know.
Huh. Because it's not doing it with everyone, including this guy named Christopher. It shows Christopher. So if we're trying to recognize first names or something, no. But yeah, not everyone, just a majority of them. That's interesting. I'll pay more attention to when it does that during streamer mode. I also don't have to, I mean, I don't have to fix it or anything. I don't need to turn it off. I just thought it was a weird thing. I thought it was like some weird sort of buggy thing happening during the username transition.
You could try when you're done with the stream or whatever. You could try turning off streamer mode and see if the names come back.
Yeah, they do come back, so maybe that's when it happens. Yeah, I'll assume that. But I'll leave it on while I'm streaming.
And then, like the guy said, just go into your options where streamer mode is and see if the hide names, like personal names, is checked on or off. Because he says that's another thing that contributes. Do you, a side question, do you dabble into Excel at all?
Oh, that. Yeah. I know a lot about Excel.
Have you ever done VBA at all?
Not as much. Very little. Because the other guy in the department was working on that code, and I found it. I didn't like doing VBA, but yeah. It existed. I mean, I used some of the VBA functions that we had, but I didn't like to code because it didn't seem very stable. But I mean, I guess I know a little bit, but not very much directly. Why?
No, I'm trying to deal with something at work, and one of the codes that I have, because I've been researching it, and I got part of what I want, which is if something happens, make a sound. If not, don't do anything. Got that to work. Well, I have another code that if it's a clear button, it clears everything, and the sound goes off. But I don't want the sound going off. I only want it to go when this name is applied, and it's driving me up the wall.
Yeah,
it's like, I got the sound to work for the one thing, but it's going off again when I don't want it to.
Yeah, I would assume it would have to be in some. I mean, do you have a? I don't know how. I thought it was hard to code in VBA. It just seemed very
I'm
just
still
very
trying to get the
shoddy.
names and all that.
But
All I know is like somebody else was telling me like do an if then statement at the beginning. So if it becomes true, then make the sound, and if it's false, don't do anything, kind of thing.
Slimmy Jimmy. um, yeah, you show up as your full name, Jim. So does Lauren, but not Hurricane Bomber. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, I don't know.
It's fine.
I
was just
preferred
curious.
I preferred other languages way more than this because I'm like, do you have breakpoints? Can you find all instances of where this code is going off in your? I mean, I don't. I thought it was not the best coding environment. So do you even have these kind of basic features, or do you have breakpoints and find references and things like that? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I basically go off of Google, find what I need, and then stick it in there. And if it works, I leave it there. If it doesn't, then I try again. I like to go around seeing if I can make stuff better and stuff for my work.
Yeah.
I like to make it accurate and fast because at some point it gets tedious when you're trying to do things.
Yeah, it's because putting in a breakpoint is kind of the most basic debugging method, because what you do, a breakpoint, a breakpoint is just when you run the code, it will stop and highlight if you put a breakpoint on a line of code and then you run the code in debug mode, it will stop. It'll run your code normally until right before that line executes, and it'll pause the code and highlight and say, I am here now, and you can actually step through that part. So like you could, in that case, if you were debugging this in a normal environment, you could put a breakpoint on one of your calls to that sound, and then just run your code, and then right before it's about to make that sound, it'll instead jump to your code and say, okay, I'm here now. Because like if you have several points in your code where you're calling that sound, you can kind of use that to figure out which one of those code references is the one that's going off, and maybe that'll tell you where to look, right? Things like that.
Well, the sound part is fine. It's the very beginning where it's the if statement. The if statement, I've tried saying range on E8 to E37, and every time I change a cell to something else, the sound does go off, but it also gives me a message saying invalid. So I'm trying to change the if statement, and that one's driving me up the wall.
I thought you were saying that the sound was. Yeah, I thought you said the sound was going off at times when it wasn't supposed to. Or is that a thing too?
Oh no, it's going off for basically there's a if true statement on the cell itself. So if it's true, it won't do anything. If it comes up false, they have a conditional format, so it comes up red. The guy was asking me if he can make a sound notification, and I got the sound notification to go, but now it goes when it clears the what they're scanning, and I don't want it to go when it's clearing what they're scanning. It's more like I have to show you kind of thing, so you get what I'm saying. And I don't want to bug you too much when you're trying to think about this game.
Yeah, so I have experience in Excel and experience coding, but yeah, the coding in Excel with VBA, I always avoided that precisely because I really didn't like that environment. Fortunately, there was someone else in my department who would make those functions for us as we needed them.
Yeah, I like looking up Excel file formulas and stuff, and like, hey, I can make this a lot easier for myself. It got to the point where I have so many codes that it's being degraded. It's starting to show what would you call it, like every time I scan something, eventually it doesn't process it through completely. Like it starts showing little errors and stuff. I think I have too many formulas in my files. But I like them though, and they're really neat, and they help me with my job. But it's like there's a point where I could crash my Excel file.
Well, yeah, I don't know how big your sheets are. Ours got pretty big. You should have seen our formula to calculate some cells of our payout calculations. Some of
Yeah,
them got.
I scan stuff in, and I have a the sheet I use looks up on a database of numbers, and it puts the rest of the materials stock number and quantity in. And then I have the same sheet also look at another workbook looking up their sold to and shipped to things, and some other random shit. And a bunch of it some of it still uses VLOOKUPs, but I've been trying to shift it over to XLOOKUP because that's so much easier than V and index match. So XLOOKUP is pretty neat.
Is that a new one? I don't remember XLOOKUP.
It's recent. It's like I'd say within a year and a half old.
Okay, yeah.
It's fairly recent. Basically, okay, you know what a VLOOKUP is, right?
Yeah, that's one we use probably more than any other function.
There's also HLOOKUP.
Yeah,
Practically nobody uses it.
right.
Then there's index match. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Okay. XLOOKUP combines all of that into one.
So, I mean, okay.
So basically, instead of having to do VLOOKUP, which is it looks from the left to the right, or index match where you can choose where you want it to go, XLOOKUP is you tell it to look at the cell you're referring to, and then your where you want it to match from, and then and then where you want it to send the data out to, and then it also includes uh, like an if error in there if you want to put in there if you want a match or a wildcard in there. It has many commas afterwards that you can put other things in there.
I'll have to look that up. I'm curious. But I would have to spend some time looking at that. Yeah.
Because I've also have XLOOKUP. I have like 5 data sheets lists, and I'm having it look in each one. Well, normally you can only look up through one data sheet, but if you do at the end of your, like, let's say you're doing VLOOKUP, at the end of your VLOOKUP, instead of just ending it, you can actually do a comma and then say VLOOKUP again and have it look up another data sheet. And you can keep doing that, and it will go through all your data lists. And if it finds one of the ones that you're looking for in data sheet number 3, it goes, okay, I'll pull the information from there. I'll show you sometime later, so I'm not boring your audience.
Yeah, well, I need to make this symmetric here real quick. Let's see.
Let's go back to the game. Yeah, woo.
Okay, let's see. Let me just match this up and see what the score ends up being.
It's funny. I like all
That
these
is
formulas,
right!
whereas Huh?
That is
You got
right.
it?
Yeah, that idea was right.
Nice.
Okay, so you have to split them and kind of send them back and forth, because like you get one source of the green, you split it, or no, you just send it off in 2 different directions, and you send the red off in 2 different directions. Okay. Yeah, and you just keep it symmetric and it hits them all. Okay, that was it.
Nice.
Oh. Oh, a
Ooh.
convenience store opens in the back. Okay. Maybe those have been opening and I haven't been paying attention there. All right. So that's the other side. Let's see. Oh. Smacked my face. So what is up these steps here? Ooh. This looks like a track for this to move along. Oh, something up there. Whoa. Got lasers up there. Look at that. What are these even for? They just to look pretty up there, or what? Why does that do that?
Could be a thing at the end, like maybe you have to connect those to open a door.
Yeah, it looks like this is the puzzle to work on right here. So I think this isn't even a puzzle. I think what it's saying, because I just get one piece down here, so you can get, depending on where you put it, you can get any of those 4 patterns to show up. So like that's one right there. And there it is. So
Oh my gosh! Wow.
yeah,
I
so
didn't know that was a thing.
It gets that whole thing to move. And now we're
yeah.
over
So
here.
you were talking about the track earlier. So yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
So it looks like when you solve this, looks like this is the start of a bridge. Do I get over there or something? So that's the desired pattern there. And there. Yeah. So it moved the lasers over here and now they look like this. So I guess with that configuration, you want this one to look like that. Okay. Lots of reds and very little blue. So blue's coming in through this one, right? Because you know how RGB colors work, of course, right?
Would agree.
So blue only comes through this one. This is the other two. This is blue and red. This is green and red. So this combination... This is actually a lot of different tools. I would hope that I couldn't put this here. Yeah, no, I can't. Can't cross-pollinate. You have these little walls, so you got to keep them separate. That's good. See, if I do this, that actually allows red to bounce off. See, blue you can never let escape from this side. Because once it does, it's going to hit some lights here. Unless it goes all the way around the backside. That would be interesting, right? You could do this sort of thing.
Can you loop? Oh, yeah. I was going to say, can you loop it around or something?
Well, only because we're lucky that there's a gap here at the bottom here, right? Where that's not part of the grid, right? If we didn't have these spaces here, then that wouldn't be an option. So that's unfortunate because I need green to also join up with these.
Did that unlock anything, or you have to do per puzzle piece?
Well, I haven't solved it because I need nope, I need the green to get to the top row as well. That's not blue up there. That's the cyan.
Oh, that looked. Oh, yeah. I thought that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see how that's a double piece, so like I can get the green to go in two different directions. Unfortunately, I can't quite get it to hit this. Not in this configuration. Or sorry, it's a double. There we go. But it just, this doesn't quite point in the right directions as I have it set up right now. I have this whole other filter here, which is kind of interesting. And what if I did this way? And instead took this around. See, again, this points to the wrong things. Wait, why did that work? Oh, because when... Oh, that's weird. That's kind of an accident, but it works. So the green hits the cyan filter, which just reflects it off at the angle, but it comes back down to this thing, which points back up to it. So it lets the light in through completely, and it hits that. Okay. That's the solution to that one.
Happy little accident.
Yeah.
Bubble wraps.
I mean, I was experimenting with it. I didn't expect it to work, but then once I went through the logic of it, it's like, oh, I guess that...
You might as well take it.
Yeah. It's perfectly valid. So solving that quarter of this puzzle leads to an entirely separate puzzle up here. All right. So I need to break up this blue by the time it gets here, because that's not going to help with the yellow. All right, so I get that, and oh, this is weird. Do I only get a blue laser here? Because that is a lot to do with just a blue laser. So I have an inverter. So I can put this here and it'll turn it into yellow because it's like the opposite color. But now I don't have any blue. So that is a lot to get done with one laser here. He removed the jump completely from this. I can't jump in the air anymore. It's a little disappointing. It never meant anything, but I'd like to be able to do it. Wait a minute, what? I only have one regular splitter too. Now you need blue to go all the way through there. Just trying to carry the blue through everything it needs to hit. So blue hits everything it needs to hit, but obviously a lot more needs to be done here. I wonder if this could go here. Oh, somehow green has to hit this without hitting any of these? You don't even get this spot. You can't put these... You have to put these on the dark tiles, so I can't put one here to kind of bounce off that way or anything. Or maybe you can just put it here. That would get you all the blue you need, and then you would have to do some kind of... Just send red that way. And then what the hell do you do with green? I guess you would need to... You might be able to navigate this. That's oddly successful so far. Oh, that doesn't work because you need this to split here, but you also need it to go that way. So you'd have to do it like this, I guess. Oh, but that ruins this. And then I'll be out of tools here, I think. I mean, it gets you 11, which is a start, I guess. You really need red to hit this. Maybe you can hit this. Still don't know how to hit that. But if you did that, you get 14. Oh, that is enraging how close that is. That's the one I don't have. I have everything else. Wait a minute. I have this. I'm not even using this piece. I have an extra piece I wasn't using. So I think, what if, get rid of this up here. There it is.
That's
It's a bit of a bizarre, the whole premise of an inverter laser, right? Because you get just a blue, but then once it hits this funny piece right here, it inverts it into yellow, right? Just the other two colors. So that's how you get these, and so you split them around and move them all around as you need them. I guess what made it less intimidating was when I realized that green only had to move forward, just hit these three, and that was it. But that's that one. All right, so that's one leg out of 4. So then we do that same pattern, right? With all these others down here. So the next one over would be, I guess it's this. So that's the new goal. Okay. So you can start by just, if you want, just doing that, right? Not that that's necessarily the right answer, but... So I get one filter. I can filter out one... one red out of one of these. So I can split the yellow into red and green, or I can split the purple into red and blue. Which seems smarter for this configuration? I don't even know.
what kind of boxes you got?
Just 3 singles and a double left. Well, yeah, I got one. This is the only filter I have this time. Which, getting blue doesn't seem very helpful, nor does... green. Okay, so that gets... doesn't bend the red across here. All right, Lauren. Good night. I always thought those were weird because when she just wakes up and I'm drunk in the middle of the night, it's kind of a mismatch, is it not? But I guess she enjoys that. I don't know. It's actually kind of closer than it looks, right? You just need green here in these spots, which that's the problem. It's way over there. Yeah, you can't go that way with it, because then we still need to rescue it for what we're doing next.
Can you guys hear me?
Barely. Hey, Super Gamer.
Echo. Is anybody else hearing me, Devil?
Well, Hurricane's here.
What's up?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
See if I can turn his mic up on my end. Nope, I already have you almost all the way up. All right, I'll put you all the way up. You're 200% now.
Same. I kind of wish they had a higher percentage or something.
Just
Not like I'm trying to
8,000%.
fly it.
Sometimes, I don't know. Audio is strange. I don't know. There's just so many variables with it that people don't often realize.
I'm getting that impression. Or that's the impression I get just from the watching you struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
Watch him struggle all the time.
Hey, I don't always. Just most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think today was pretty smooth, right?
Oh yeah, I gotta get you to play that game online on the website again. I just or
There are tons of
the abandonware game, the Doctor Quandary or whatever. Island of Doctor Quandary. Been wanting to have him play it. It's an old game that I played as a kid and has a bunch of puzzle games in there. And one game, well, I should say two games I loathe, I hate.
game.
But it's like it kind of reminds me of Island of Dr. Brain and some other stuff, but like it's more simple, depending on how hard you make it.
This is redundant, right? Because these kind of shoot at each other. I mean, you could put this here.
So it looks like I just missed Lauren, and Slim Jim has had to get off of voice chat to deal with something.
He hasn't been on voice chat yet. He says he'll be here. Well, he gave a time, and that time will be in 15 minutes. He said that a couple hours ago. We've been waiting.
Okay.
We'll see. But the baby is not happy tonight. That's the latest update.
I actually kind of understand that and know what that's like.
You have a kid?
I don't personally, but I know people who do.
Your neighbors? Yelling
And
through
a
the
couple other
apartment walls?
streamers.
No, you don't have an apartment. You have a pool. I don't think I'll ever own a pool.
It is quite a lot of work and can be a money sink.
Yeah. Oh, this one's weird.
Can you be a little more specific with how it's weird?
Nope.
I have to admit, I don't have a solid grasp how all the modules work.
That part's not that hard here. I just need to get these colors on the board here to match that.
Like you have to have a beam of matching color passing through that square?
Yeah.
Or over it?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
lights it up, yeah.
Oh, and you have to match the pattern with on the main board with the one on the left.
That's right.
Is that it?
Yep.
So white means you need to have a beam of every color passing over that square?
Correct.
Or colors that add up to white, technically?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, maybe this goes here, right? Because then...
And I
That'll-
assume black means you can't have any on that
Yes.
square.
Did that actually match those 6? There it is. Okay. Once I duplicated this side, it was actually really easy. What's wrong with me? All right. So that gets me in here.
I have to admit, I'm still a little bit thrown off by the video chat, by the lag between the video chat, between our voice chat and the video on the screen.
Oh, I can fix that. But not right now. Actually, I'm going to be right back. And when I get back, I'll fix that. Sorry.
I'm gonna grab a drink. Be right back.
Okay.
All right. So let me put this here. And now I can share it. There, that should go without the lag.
Oh, thank you.
You're back.
Now I might close. So that is my OBS preview window. So if I close that window, it'll end the stream in the not the Twitch stream. It'll end your stream in the Discord, and I'll often forget to put that up. So when I might take it down when I BRB. So I just have to be reminded to put it back up again.
Okay. Hello, Matthew.
Matthew's in here.
The gang's all here? No.
No, Jim's not
coming
here yet.
together. Not all here. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Once Jim gets here, then
It's at least more of a party than it was before.
yeah, people are starting to come in. So the problem with it's not being the same time zone because Lauren had to leave, right?
Yeah.
Just give her an energy drink and have her stay up. Get some caffeine in her.
I don't know. Does she
Tell
do
her-
caffeine?
no,
She might.
don't
I think
take
she's
nap
one of
early.
those people that doesn't
Mhm.
do caffeine. Well, she talks about Pepsi Max. That's the only caffeine I'm aware of, which is not like a lot. Let's see. So 7 white targets, 3 purple targets, and a yellow. Okay.
How much caffeine is in Pepsi Max?
It's probably about the same as all the diet sodas.
9 milligrams caffeine per 12 ounce, so a little bit more than half as much as in coffee. If is my understanding.
Okay. But I guess it's pretty, it goes down smoother, right? It's easier to chug that stuff, so you can easily make up the difference.
I mean, you could do the same with coffee if you loaded it up with sugar as well.
I don't know. I thought it was, I mean, it's hard to chug coffee, I think. I don't know, maybe not.
It's odd it is, but not if it's iced.
I guess so. I always think of coffee as just like a strong drink, but I don't know.
There are smooth kinds of coffee out there.
I just noticed how the purple's hitting the yellow target and the yellow's hitting the purple target. I mean, we can obviously cross them up, but...
Hi.
Hi, Matthew.
Oh, hi.
Ew, coffee. Well, what about an Irish coffee?
I'm using my new headset. Has a much, much better microphone.
Okay. Seem to be coming in pretty clear.
The HyperX Cloud Alpha S.
Alright, so...
I have a pair of HyperX. Technically, I still do. They just did.
How about just the Irish? An Irish coffee without the coffee?
They just released a newer headset, but this one, the Cloud Alpha, it has better sound. Like the Cloud 2, Cloud 3, like their mid-range headsets, the Cloud Alpha headsets are high-end.
Man. Look at these colors. I mean, everything's a secondary color. Or white, which I guess is a is the ternary color. I don't know. So this one's gonna take some thought here, cause you're gonna have to do a lot with the lasers you have. And it's funny because it's all misaligned to start. I don't know if you have to work backwards from something or... I only get one splitter here. So I guess red has to go through everything. I mean, you can always just start, you know, putting things on and see how they align, right? See, if you were to shoot a laser this way through all four of those, you need it. The only one that would work would be red. And this is exactly not red. So that's weird. This one is only useful split into different colors. So, like, I could take... green here and blue there. But what's the use of joining up? Isn't this... Oh, but you can't have yellow go this far anyway, so... Wow, there are a million possibilities here. I mean, I have no idea. No, you actually wanted red to go that way. Because you don't want to be redundant. You don't want to send this blue that way and this blue that way. But they both need to be prevented from, you know, going somewhere else. So I could put another one of these here. This is...
line. So I take it the baby settled down enough for you to get on voice chat?
Yep, she's resting happy.
Well, that's good.
Hey, Jim.
Minutes.
2 minutes?
Hey, sorry, I was talking to one of my kids.
Got a feedback problem?
I think I just fixed it.
It was either that or the stream was on.
Yeah, I muted the stream.
And that's what I have to do whenever I talk to people. If I'm watching them, I have to mute the stream or have it really low.
Yeah, you don't really need it because you got it on the you can look at the Discord stream too, so.
Yeah, but I want to support Twitch chat with my measly amount of points I got in this channel.
Well, I appreciate that. Also, I'm trying to think of a solution for Jim. I don't know.
Oh, it's fine.
I already have so many more points that I know what to do with on Shay's channel.
And I got so many points on another guy's channel that I'm waiting to get to. I'm either want to go spend it for only 2 times, because it's worth like 70,000 points, and I'm close to get another of that. But I haven't been looking at his channel lately, so. Like if you gotten some sound effects or some little interactives for your channel points, I'd be down for that.
Too bad you aren't into VTubing. Because I know a couple of VTubers who do lots of fun stuff with their avatar as point rewards.
Hey, he could be a VTuber or a VR chat person.
Doesn't the that ship sails as soon as you show your face, which I did, 10 years ago now.
I have a hard time imagining Shady being like, ice cream, good, yum yum.
Oh gosh, no, not that stupid NPC crap. Oh my gosh, I was fun to get away from that shit.
I try to offer some alternative.
I don't know,
Good. Slider, click, click.
At least for your for their subscribers, you should change the stars to like different Monkey Island or whatever they are, or Mist characters or something. Different badges.
Yeah, it's I put in a lot of creative effort into those little animations for like the cheer animations and stuff. It's hard for me. I'm so slow. I can't really keep up to, what the latest thing is. I need a producer or something.
Yeah, managing a really lively, with all the bells and whistles, online presence is a full-time job in and of itself. To say nothing about producing the content.
Also video editing.
Yep.
I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta go mow the lawn since it's cooler now, so.
All right.
Well, best of luck with that.
Show that grass who's boss.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't mowed it in a while, so it's gonna be showing me who's who's boss.
That's just
Some sort can whip into shape.
yeah, it's just, you know, it's a bit louder of a rebellion, but you'll quash it.
I'll tame it eventually.
More good. Vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom. If that was a vroom vroom thing, I would like to sit down and do just run it over and stuff.
You don't
But
have
I
a
got,
riding lawnmower.
That's what I want to see.
if I had a remote control thing, kind of like the Honey I Shrunk the Kids kind of lawnmower, I'd do that.
That's so based. I'd be
Get
all
a,
about that.
oh yeah, for sure. You basically get a Roomba, but for the grass.
I mean,
Oh,
those
there
are
we
a
go.
thing. That is a technically a thing that you can.
There is
combine
one, but it cuts it cuts it constantly, and it doesn't go in a straight pattern either. It goes, wherever it feels like it, but it has a border.
Right.
I've seen those things, but it's basically going to be cutting it all the time.
That's not necessarily what you want, depending on the type.
That
of
and
grass.
it leaves the grass behind. So
Oh, you prefer to bag it?
yeah, well, we toss it, or maybe my mom uses it for something else. Mostly it just goes in the trash. I just realized you still have another one of those things on the wall.
Yeah, and I got 2 more down here, but the problem is I'm not splitting the colors properly.
Well, hopefully by the time I come back, you'll have it solved.
Not a guarantee, but I can try to be optimistic.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be back. Let's see, what time is it now? 42? Okay, so let me know, one of you guys let me know from the next minute if he gets it before I come back. I should be like 15 minutes, hopefully.
You must not have a very big lawn.
It's not big, it's not like a large lawn, but I let it grow too long.
Oh yeah,
my back
it has been
hurt.
rather hot the past couple of weeks, so.
I live in California, so it's hot. So I have to wait till the evening or do it in the morning, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Totally get that.
it grows a lot more now. And I was gonna do it last week, but then my back hurt, and I wasn't gonna touch the mower for that. I'll be back, hopefully in about 15 minutes or so.
Okay. So we'll see. Would you like someone to PM or ping you or DM you? If Shady solves this? Oh, he's gone.
See, I was trying to get this purple that comes in here to match up with this green right here. So I hit these, which I think are some of the trickier ones, but... See, I ended up with just the blue here before I had this. I had this here, which allowed these to match up. I don't know if I could solve it in 15 minutes. See, I need to keep this yellow for this guy. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. See, this square is kind of critical because, you know, you have an option to try to match those up there. But then that ruins this connection here, trying to get this over here. All right, it's kind of redundant to have this join up with this because you're effectively joining two reds together. See, another thing I'm thinking, just in terms of how to use these lasers back here efficiently. The only way to upgrade this purple is to feed it green. Right, so that's another idea, is just to feed this green into here and just allow the blue to come around this way. But I don't know. If that makes any sense. I think I'm gonna reset this just to clear it and try something completely different. I think this is actually good to kind of clear your head on it. So you get 3 rainbow pieces. It makes sense that each of these would get 1. Right, so what if, kind of in principle, you split these to where this now has all the colors hitting it. Right, just something kind of basic like that. Hits those two. The idea was supposed to be that's simple. Oops, wrong spot. Joining there, but then you'd still have to figure out how to navigate something around the other side. Seems like there are so many different possibilities because you could try to split colors off to fill those out. Oh, man.
Quite a conundrum, isn't it?
There's a lot going on with this one. I mean, I still have pieces left, but in this configuration, I have no clear pathways. Right? I kind of took them all away from myself because these are not aligned very conveniently. They hit these straight on, but at this point, I can't effectively make anything do what it needs to do. I mean, it's these two colors that need to combine and go down this way, and this the color at this point wouldn't do any good. Alright, so that doesn't really work. Like, usually a productive way of looking at it is you try to isolate something that has relatively few options, and you can start locking down some squares with specific cubes. Like this one sitting over here, you know, how exactly do you hit this? I mean, it looks like it's accessible from, I guess, 3 different squares. You got that, you got that, you got that.
Like the reverse of a queens.
Oh, and this is since that the piece is locked down?
Yes. We have to determine which piece, or you need to determine which pieces need to be able to hit each other.
As opposed to not? Okay, I see.
Yes.
Took me a while to solve that problem. I think I did find a solution. I think I didn't give up on it. See, the fact that these are secondary colors here, you don't want to just, you know, combine this, you know, 2 of them together and just have, you know, a white beam to do with as you wish, because that already kind of combines. It kind of wastes. It makes one of them redundant.
And a lot of the solutions in this game don't use pieces inefficiently like that.
Yeah, it usually does a lot of very efficient solutions.
Like you make each module gets a good bit of mileage.
Yeah, everything has to contribute typically. So this square and this diagonal here can be pretty rough, because they seem to be pretty critical, because Actually, hitting this diagonal here doesn't really make sense, because then that would leave these two. Okay, so let's not worry about this diagonal. Although I guess you could hit all 3 diagonals this way. That would be really strange. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this point right here. Because entering in from this angle, you can't have any blue, but if you wanted it to hit there by here. That's an interesting idea. Okay, hold on. So now, if I could get... Let me just cross these for no other purpose than just sake of kind of looking at it here. Oh, whoops. So I was looking at this in terms of if there was a purple beam coming through this way, you could... But then how would you get a purple beam to hit this? Oh, I think this is what you're thinking. Right, so if purple was here, if it hit that, and then it came through this, it would also hit this, but you wouldn't have that. And purple coming through here does not combine with this blue well. Okay, so my ideas did not match up correctly. Because in this case, you're actually thinking of a yellow going through all of this. A yellow going through all this would hit this one well to combine with this, but now this one has no purpose. Well, I guess it doesn't hold no purpose here, but...
Okay. Sorry about that. Had some things to do.
Welcome back.
All right, Jim.
Some growing pains for the kids is all.
See, and this still doesn't solve this. This is not how you resolve this, but... If you had red cut through here, then you can't have blue cut through here and here. Ah!
That means that they should get all the needs that coming sense a Francis kid.
Your kid comes through, but not intelligibly whatsoever. Just so you know.
This game reminds me of the laser puzzles in the Incredible Machine games.
Incredible Machine, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the color edition works the same, but this is far more limited than that.
So what colors are we trying to make here and where?
All these little stands, these little things with the diamonds on them. I need that appropriate color. Like this yellow one I'm staring at needs a yellow laser, so you can see how it's lit up. And you can see on the bottom right there, that little 2 of 11 in the corner. So 2 of them have the right color. These 2 right here, I got the purple and the yellow, but all the others are off. I've gotten it as high as like 7.
This one does look complicated.
Yeah, the reason why this one's so complicated is that these start with secondary colors, right? So when it shows a yellow, that's actually red plus green, and this one's red plus blue, and this one's blue plus green. So I got tools where I can separate the colors, or I can just kind of bend them around. I don't know, but they have to be exact, right? Like you can't just send a white laser through a yellow target and say, well, you got your red and your green. No, you got to also avoid the blue going through there.
I'm not that smart.
These are harder puzzles than the earlier games. Like, it's getting...
Like, it's not just the puzzles getting more complex as you progress through the game. They tend to stack between games.
Yeah, between games, they're getting more difficult. Yeah.
So in universe, if you get stuck, do you just like sit here and languish until you die for want of food and water?
Yeah, but it's like, you know,
my understanding
infinite time logic,
like the general lore is that these facilities were supposed to be a type of correctional facility.
Mm-hmm.
So presumably you would have all the essentials provided while you held your way through these puzzles.
Yeah, and then they made it, I don't know. It was a very, very bare bones sort of
museums or whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't really claim to understand it.
It's a very, very bare bones excuse, really, more than a story.
That's what stories are, right? Excuses. Good night, bud.
I guess they all could be.
From a certain point of view, that is true.
You see, like, this is perfect how these lasers go exactly through the wrong ones to start. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's lovely. This morning I was watching the game dungeon for Fahrenheit. I don't know if you've seen that one yet.
Oh, I've seen a lot of them. I'm getting caught up. I'm getting close. I'm only a couple years behind.
Ross's review of Fahrenheit was pretty scathing because it's an adventure game with a bunch of quick time events.
I'm back, but battery died.
Oh, you have an electric lawnmower?
So, as you can see, I didn't solve it. Oh, everything's electric. It's California. What do you think? What do you expect over there?
getting an electric lawnmower, they simply won't have the battery life to
Well,
finish the job for the size of lawns that.
well, no,
Yeah.
I think it was originally low. I thought the next job would make it work. It should only charge in 15 minutes and then it's done.
Oh, well, that's nice.
You guys being
And so
told you-
I did the
Can't
it was originally
swap out
on
batteries?
it was on the second bar for how low it is, so I went up to like 4 just to make sure it wasn't going to give problems, and it that one worked, so I just have to mow it again, and then I should be fine.
So
I
what
didn't want
you're
to mow
s-
with the
realistically-
lowest.
If I am going to make the switch to an electric lawnmower, it'll need to have the ability to physically swap out batteries.
Oh yeah, you can physically swap out batteries on the one that I have. The battery's kind of big, and it basically takes 15 minutes for it to charge. It does a quick charge and stuff. And the one that I got has a little light. If you're in the evening, you can press the light and it shines a little bright light out. And it's pretty visible. It's pretty nice.
Oh, so that causes it to get drained faster.
It could drain faster, but I barely use it. The only time I have to use it is if I got too lazy and I had to go mow it at night, kind of thing. Other than that,
Main
it
reason I
charges
can't
pretty fine.
mow my lawn in the late evening or early night is because the mosquitoes are out in force at that time.
Yeah,
And they
that's
really
the only
like
drawback. Just get one of those little, either like a torch, a tiki torch or something for the
I do
mosquitoes.
use sticky torches like when I go swimming, and they still get me sometimes.
Get one of those electric zapper things.
Like mosquito lamps.
Yeah, a
Those
mosquito
ones.
lamp or
They
something.
seem
Or
to-
get one of those things that pushes them away. Repellent.
Oh, like one of the fans that
I don't know
blows
about
air and,
that, but
keeps
like,
them from
but
from
basically a
heat.
repellent that makes them go away. Oh yeah, no. And then I'll do the lawn again. Come back here for a little bit. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe going to the movie theater. Last time I
All
went to
chemical
the
repellents just don't seem to work because I simply smell too attractive, I think.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna try something.
have fun
Okay.
trying.
Don't try too hard.
No.
Hello, Slim Jim?
Jim's busy. He's trying something. Oh, how the hell am I gonna get any blue through that? Damn it! There's no way to get blue through this.
So is this entire strategy aborted?
Perhaps. Like, once you look at this, because, I mean, you can only get yellow through this, right? So, you have to somehow fix that.
Yeah, and I don't really see how.
I think I was trying to get something sent that way, but that's not gonna work. I was trying to find a way to spare one of these. Because maybe it goes here. But now you have the green goes this way. The red goes... Okay, this is very silly. Alright, this is as hard as they come. Ugh. So is Hurricane going back out there to mow his lawn in 15 minutes or something, or charging his battery or something, or what is going on with that?
I'm charging the battery right now. Why did you know, still solving it?
Oh, of course I'm still solving it. No, I mean, I assume you're trying to, well, you're in California, which is actually 2 hours earlier than me, so you got plenty of daylight.
Yeah, so you're what, 7 o'clock, 7:15 right now? So
yeah.
Maybe another 5-10 minutes, and then I'll go back out there again.
How hot is it right now?
It wasn't that bad. I could feel the heat, but it's not. I think it's more of me working that I'm contributing with the heat than it being hot.
Yeah.
It's not cool yet though, but it's not like horrendously bad heat either.
Yeah, I mean, I lived out in California a little while, and
they're saying it's 76 degrees with a humidity of 65.
it's always like the same temperature every day. Just, I don't know. It does get like cooler at night, but
it'll be 76 until. And when it's 9 o'clock, it'll be around 70. So the coolest will be is at 6 a.m. at 66. Then on Sunday it ramps up to 80 at 3.
yeah, see, it's like the same temperature all the time.
Jimmy, you're hot micing.
Yeah, there's just too much noise in here. I'm gonna drop until the kids go to bed.
Okay.
All right, see you in a little bit. puzzles as hard as they come. My goodness. Did I try this direction? Yeah, green would be this. Yeah, I think I did, because I had 2 reds coming this way. See, I can meet them all here, and then you get these. This looks promising, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, but I need 2 of these. Wow, otherwise that's... Actually, that would be a solution if I had 1 more of these, but I accounted for it twice. Wow. That is as close as I've come.
The real kicker is you could still be really far away from the actual solution.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that quick on it, though. I wouldn't assume that necessarily.
I'm not saying you are, you just could be.
Yeah. Wait. Done. That's it.
Oh, nicely done.
Ha!
So, should I ping Hurricane?
I'm still here though.
Oh. Yep.
So you don't have to.
I'm so glad I found I had this blue pointing kind of in nowhere, but I could just point it into this, and I still hit this purple because of the way this filters out the green and goes that way. So I still get this, but now the blue hits this at no cost, so I didn't have to lose my splitter here, and I could use it where I really wanted to use it, which was over here. And that's it. And I got my piece. Ooh, that is a toughie.
If there's one thing this game does really well, it's rewarding you for being clever.
I got a piece.
Well, when you learn this enough, maybe you should speedrun this game.
Yeah, I'll be first
Drive
out
yourself
of
insane.
1. I don't know if anyone else does. Oh man, so that's halfway through this kind of lower level, I think. Well, I know Jim dipped out, but
So, how much of this game would you say we have left?
I've been building 4 out of 5 and they're ramping up the difficulty. I guess I can, whoops, wrong. There we go, hit save. That's what it says, right? Obviously, like, this earlier part is easier. This building was really hard, though. Apparently, I'm about halfway through building 4 now. So that's nice. Good evening,
Hello,
Coolbird. Trials of Mana. I remember I remember playing Secret of Mana on ZSNES.
Aw, Joey.
Yeah, he's not yakking right now, but he probably will soon want to go outside.
Do you typically let your cat out past dark?
Yeah, actually, I think it's better than during the heat these days.
That's a fair point, actually.
It's actually really something. When I let him outside, I mean, he really wants to be out there, and then like anytime I check on him, he's just sitting there on the porch. He's not even doing anything. I guess he just likes the fact it's warmer. He's not even necessarily looking around. Whoops, wrong. Oh man. Well, I guess we can look at a little more of this. Probably won't be playing this one too much longer, or I'd like to move on to
What other game you got in mind?
well, I said on the Discord I might play Spelunks. I haven't played. It's a kids game, so there's no difficulty to it. But it's an old classic game from 30 years ago. It's Cyan. It's the one game from Cyan I've never played.
Oh, I didn't know Cyan made that.
Yep. Oh, you played
Well,
Spelunks?
if you get done with that game, you can play my Dr. Quandary one.
Yeah, if I have the presence of mind to set it up.
And that's another thing,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing, and I try to tell Moss this too, that don't mess with that. That's the solution. It's this right here. If a game has any difficulty to set up, I gotta set that up before I start the stream, not during the stream.
Yeah.
So that's the new challenge there.
Okay, is the audio any better?
It's too. It's
Not really.
no.
Okay,
It's
better.
too loud, like it's clipping or something.
I mean, there's definitely some distortion.
I guess that's the
Okay, how's
picture.
that?
That's
Better.
A little bit
Yeah.
better.
And this?
That's
okay,
better.
That's much better.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yep.
You in your basement, Jim?
Nope, I'm sitting in my easy chair.
Hmm.
I had to re-baseline the Linux laptop because the package manager was broken and I couldn't update anything.
Hmm.
And now that it's finally up and running, I'm test firing Discord, and it looks like everything's working right.
Well, you want to switch to Spelunks?
I would love to watch some Splunks.
All right, we'll do that. I'm actually at a good stopping point for.
May as well take this opportunity to get some dinner.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Probably
gonna.
back in a few minutes.
I'm gonna take a break for a few minutes and then I'll switch over. And yeah, let's do that. I'll leave the game open so the music will play, but yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes and hopefully it won't be a problem to set up. I think I had it.
Alright, then I'll
Okay.
be back and I'm gonna mow my lawn or whatever.
Okay. Yep.
Alright.
All right. See y'all in a little bit. Actually, let me just see if I can just tab out of this.
So I'm going to warn you, it's been 30 years since I've seen Splunks or played it, so I'm not going to be much help.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know the nature of the game at all. But yeah, I'll look at it at setting it up when I get back.
Okay.
All right, where is everybody? 3 viewers. Where'd y'all go?
I am here.
All right, so it's just gonna be me and Jim and someone in the background.
I'm muted.
And he's muted.
I can't. What just happened?
Whoa, what did just happen? All right, everybody get back in here. I don't need to have nobody here when I start the game. Play around with this puzzle until people show up again. Oh, wait a minute. You can't do... This is actually incorrect. Because that's these two, not those two. Okay. If I do this...
Yeah. Is that better?
You're good.
I didn't know why I couldn't unmute myself.
Okay, I am back with some pizza.
You're back with the pizza.
I am going off of voice chat though for a little bit while I eat it.
Okay.
I'll see in a little bit.
That is not what you want right there. I'm playing around with this puzzle until I have some reasonable belief that people are actually present.
Oh, let's do it, man. I'm ready for some spelunks.
Now it says 2 viewers. Nobody's here. How can I start spelunks when no one's here? All right. Let's try this. See if that gets somebody in here.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know how to solve this. I guess I'll just quit. Okay. I may have to boot up the game without you being able to see it at first. Until, you know, it might take me a second.
That's fine.
Let's see. Ah, I hid it in this minimized folder. Okay. What? It's too loud. Hold on.
It is a little loud.
I don't even see it on the screen. I had it up.
I mean, I could hear it.
No, but I can't see it. You can't see it either, but
No, but
nobody can see it. I can't see it. Oh, nope. That's not how you do it. So I hear that sound. Alt, enter, escape, space. Like it's completely unresponsive. The other day I had it completely up, so I don't know why it's doing this.
right now your stream is showing me ReThink.
Well, the stream info, I'm not updating that until I get the game working.
Okay.
That's just Twitch. That's just a little field to enter. Ah, no. And I started ReThink on accident.
What are you using to run Splunks, out of curiosity?
Just Steam,
Oh, really? It's on Steam?
I guess. I may have gotten it as like a...
That's cool. Oh, yeah, there it is.
I wonder if there's a way... to try to update it. I mean, to try to run it in some... fancy way to get around this problem. How did I get it before? Because I ran it the other day and it worked just fine. And it's just he's going to play that sound again. I can't do anything about it. It's just a dead program. Like it's just a black screen. It actually takes up 2 monitors too.
So it doesn't even launch for you.
No.
I wonder if... I mean, I can hear it.
So I switch monitors. Sometimes that helps, but
Official offerings on Steam.
Maybe that's what I did. Let's try it. Just. Oh, you press escape and it quits the whole program?
I was looking around for like the ROM files or whatever. So
Yeah, it's find a way to around all that so that it'll run.
yeah, just launch it right off of Scum VM, right?
Oh, does it run in Scum VM? Can I do that?
I've been looking and I don't see anything that says it can.
Because this is a Mac game and those are pretty annoying to try to get up and running.
So far, my Google Foo is failing me, and I don't like that.
I can see if. That's a very long shot, but let's see here. Warning, the game you are about to start is not yet fully supported by ScumVM. As such, it is likely to be unstable, and any saved games you might make might not work in future versions. Okay, start anyway. And it crashes. Well, it tried. That's the
Did it
Scum.
fail to launch, or did it give you an error code?
There was a start anyway button. And I hit start anyway and immediately crashed.
Oof.
Ah. What is it? Maybe. What if I did this? This is not the way I typically want to do it, but if I got those two to align. Here's another attempt. Now I'm over here. Now I see it over here. Wow, look, there it is. Okay, I have it on the wrong monitor and I don't like it over there. But if that's the only way to get it to work. Let's close that and try again. Okay. All right. I'm going to switch it over and Let's do it.